it starts. I tell you, God, I come from my heart all the time. I want to ask you a question and talk to you, Lord. Why all this tragedy in this land? All this racism and sickness? Can it ever change? What's going on? We need society to be rearranged and fixed, Lord. Forgive me for my sins. I'm definitely not a perfect man, you know. Cleanse me, Lord. This country needs healing. We need to address the fact that slavery was real on this land. Please, Lord. Just one day, let everybody truly, truly see humanity. Let's feel the peace. Yo, what's up, good people? It's your boy, Eric Taylor, T2UC Big 3 Astrology. It's been a good day. Tuesday, think about a Tuesday, the day of the planet Mars.
Abraham Robinson and
What's
up?
What's up, Abraham and Danny? My bros, my brothers from my other mothers is up in the place. Yeah, I had to rock Have Mercy by E Complete featuring Preacher Man. Oh man, that brother can sing like nobody's business. He's got a great album. God, I forgot the title of it. But he's on my first album.
Matt Gaming's here too.
What up, Matt Gaming? Oh, all the fellas are here. Yeah, the ladies
Empress
are.
Nicole is here too.
Which one?
Empress Nicole.
Hey, Empress Nicole, welcome back. My fellas are here though. My Scorpio rising, my Capricorn rising. So, episode 113, Knowledge is Love. Right now, we have a Leo rising, Aquarius sun at 4 degrees, which is fitting because 4 is associated with Uranus. And if you think about it, also Saturn in the sense that it's definitely an Aquarian energy, but also because of the 4 directions, right? The cardinal directions, and the 4 being like the foundation, the discipline, but it is associated with Uranus. And we have the moon in Pisces moving quickly. So it'll be in Pisces early in the morning, and then we'll have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in Aries. And I think I'll probably be back on Saturday night for the Taurus moon. But anywho, so happy birthday to all the Aquarians. I got love for Aquarius. It's Aquarius season. Before I get into what I want to talk about, yes, Aquarius Birth Chart Sale is in the house and in effect. Okay, for all you Aquarius sun sign people, from January 21st until February 18th, I have a deal for the full 12 house written report with videos of all your placements, only $130. And then if you want the same service, but with the 40 to 50 minute custom video summary, which is honestly like a mini movie of your life. It's so fascinating, but so much fun to do, where I break down all 12 houses in great detail, but like in layman terms. Plus you got the written report and the videos, but you got that little mini movie to watch that kind of sums it all up for you. And that's normally $250. It's only $210. So email me directly, tailored2youcoaching@gmail.com. Don't you want to stay in the movies, dropping bombs? You guys doing good today. It's been a lot of wild stuff, but you know what's so funny? I wasn't really watching the news, but Wifey had told me about a couple of different things. I know we had a couple different shootings, which I told you we could have some kind of wild stuff after that Aquarius new moon, right? 3 in California alone. Goodness gracious. God bless everyone. Oh man, so 18 or 19 people that passed away. My prayers are with their families, and just, I'm just, it's unfortunate. It's sad to see and to hear. And yeah, it's crazy. But we also got the truth here.
Hi.
So what's up?
What's up?
So also I wanted to point out on the Aquarius new moon, Patrick Mahomes of Virgo. I didn't look up his chart. I don't know his ascendant. But if you put the sun in the first house for Virgo, right, like your Virgo risings, the 6th house is Aquarius of your health. What did Patrick Mahomes injured? during the game against the Jaguars, and next week he's got to play on a injured high ankle sprain. Who rules the ankles, you guys? Aquarius in the house of health. Astrology, something else. So, and it'd be really wild if Patrick is a Virgo rising as well. Just don't know. I got to see if they have his birth time or whatever, or let one of my trusty assistants search for it, like D Nice or Abraham or whatever. But I'll check it out because I'm kind of curious myself. But if you just put, sometimes you can do that when you don't know the chart. You put the sun in the first house and it works out. The sixth house is Aquarius, where you hurt the ankle. So hope Patrick will be okay. He's going to play anyway against the Bengals in AFC Championship. I thought the Bills would win, so I was wrong. And then, I had Niners Eagles, and that's going to be a good one. So, okay, Aquarius, it's your birthday. I hope you're doing well. Happy birthday. This is your final birthday for freaking 2 decades without having Pluto hitting your natal sun or your Aquarius house. Now, this isn't just going to affect Aquarius sun signs, right? It affects all of us, whatever house we have Aquarius in, but it's going to be stronger for the fixed signs, right? So Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius rising, right? We thought we would get a break with the nose shifting soon in July, and then the eclipses in October, but we also then get a little preview this year, fixed signs, from March 23rd to I believe it's June 11th of Pluto in Aquarius. But I was looking, and please forgive me, I was mistaken, but I was not doing my own research and listening to other astrologers who said that Pluto goes into Aquarius January 21st. Well, I went in to look for the chart. It's a Libra ascendant, but it actually doesn't happen it happens earlier. January 16th at I think 2:15, 2:20, 2:30 a.m. Eastern on January 16th, Pluto will enter Aquarius. Okay, so that is actually still during Capricorn season, and I think it was Capricorn 25 degrees, if I'm not mistaken. So that's when you'll see, right? And if it's a Libra rising, then you're going to have the Pluto in Aquarius in the 5th house. Okay, so yeah, kind of off with the scammer here, but yeah, 5th house. So that's going to be fascinating, and I think here, I have my free. Sorry, that's the alarm for the desk. Technology. So I did my free webinar looking at Pluto and Aquarius for 2023, for the March 23rd to June. And I did my Pluto and Aquarius video. But I think on here I will probably discuss the 2024 chart for January 16th and break down, or I'll do a video. It depends. Maybe you guys let me know what you want to see. If you want it live here, or if I just upload a video. And I believe it's around February 7th. I haven't checked. I'll be doing the full moon in Leo. So I may pre-record that and put that up instead of doing it live. But so basically, I think the thing that I want to talk to you guys about is, what do you think is going to be the experience for the Aquarius sun, moon, and risings, right? Remember, when Pluto hits your sun, it can go either way. It can magnify your fame and fortune and success. And not 2 ways. It can go like 3 ways. It can bring the metaphorical death and rebirth, but it also can bring extreme pain, trauma, crises, and transformation in your life. So this could be a great time for healing for the Aquarius sun sign. It could be a great time for magnetic energy and fame. Okay. And even for you, Danny, D Nice.
Irene too.
What's up, Irene? And even for D Nice, the Aquarius moon, right? And Irene, Aquarius moon. You Aquarius moon folks, when Pluto hits your moon, that's going to be something. Okay. So I think overall, just looking at that chart, I realized that with it being in the fifth house for the Libra rising, it's going to speak to, remember, it's opposing the 11th, and the sun will still be in Capricorn. So that's just the energy of the chart. But when the sun gets into Aquarius, from 24 to 44, you're going to experience the next 20 years of that cycle for each birthday, your sun transiting and hitting the Pluto that's in transit. So, well, really the Pluto transiting, hitting your natal sun. Okay, let me just say it in a more proper, eloquent way. So I think that as a collective, we have really got to understand a couple of things with this Pisces moon right now and Aquarius sun. This is like the intuitive, futuristic, spiritual genius energy today, late tonight, early in the morning. So probably in your dreams. So really before you go to bed tonight, I want you guys to really set some positive intentions and make some claims for blessings and healing and abundance, because this moon in Pisces is going to be conjunct Neptune tonight. You go to bed when you're sleeping, because right now it's at 19 degrees. So I'm talking about the exact conjunction. That's going to be probably, I don't know, I'll guess around 1, 2 in the morning or so. So, and then it will sextile Pluto and Capricorn. So, you don't know what kind of dreams you could have tonight. Okay. So this is that energy, hey, only God knows me. Next time I come on, I'll be playing that song for you from my this song, Have Mercy, from my first album, Hip Hop Forever. And then Only God Knows Me is from my second album, True Speaker. And make sure you go check out E-Complete on Apple Music. I like your insight, your thoughts. And I hope you guys, enjoy my music whenever you get to hear it. So, okay, any thoughts or questions you could share? Let me know what house your Aquarius is in.
Irene said Dream World gonna be lit.
Huh?
Irene said Dream World gonna be lit.
June World?
Dream World.
Oh, Dream World. Oh, I know, Irene. I know. And think about that, because this is also because of the sextile to Pluto. A lot of us, including me, in the last 2 years, we have lost loved ones. I lost my mother, almost lost myself, my life. And this can be a very deep spiritual healing and cleansing energy with the moon conjunct Neptune and then the sextile to Pluto. So yeah, write your dreams down in the morning. I think it's important to keep a dream book, but this can be that compassion and empathy that we have for ourselves, honoring the ancestors that we've lost, and just trying to tap in to the power source that we've gotten from our lineage. Remember, Capricorn, Saturn, that's the DNA, the ancestors, the lineage, along with the moon. So that moon sextile to Capricorn, it's like, always remember, always honor, have spiritual gratitude for your family members that have passed on. Always give thanks, okay?
Oh, Sacha Williams said hi. I'm
Hey.
Aquarius Sun. Actually, Aquarius Stellium, Sun, Mars, Mercury, and 7th house. And I'm a Leo rising with a Gemini moon.
Ooh, okay. That's a busy 7th house, Sasha. I saw your comment the other day, so thank you for coming live. This is going to be interesting, right? When that Pluto comes for the sneak preview on March 23rd to June 11th, but then starting January 16th, 2024 to 2044 in your 7th house, that can really activate things going on in your relationships, your businesses, any contracts, negotiations. I mean, it's going to be a doozy. I mean, we saw, and just so you guys know, Amy, we're leaving the alpha generation, and the kids that are going to be born, they're going to be the betas. So even from March 23rd to June 11th, and then from January 16th, 24 to 44, this is really a new generation. The Pluto generations, they set up, whether, Virgo, Libra, you got a mixture there of the Gen Xers. Then, millennials, Pluto, Scorpio, Generation Z, Pluto, Sag, uh, Alpha, Pluto, Capricorn, which I would associate that Alpha more with the Neptune and Pisces, but I guess they consider it, starting around the 08 when Pluto went into Capricorn, 08 to 24. But I thought the early part of Pluto Capricorn were still Gen Zs. So, I have to research that a little more, see what the year cutoff is. But I know that we're going to be dealing with a new generation, Pluto and Aquarius.
So just said, thank you, King. Seventh house relationships are the major theme right now.
Right now, yeah. Well, listen, it's Aquarius season. So happy birthday. You can always hit a brother up if you want to rock with the birth chart, okay? Got the sale for the Aquarius folks. $130 for the written and $210 for the written with the video mini movie of your life. Plus, it's just $100 you want to do live over Zoom. But, I think what I'm looking forward to is the big themes, right? The big themes are power to the people, the energy vibrating for the collective. But see, you got to remember a couple of things. Remember, Aquarius, the water bearer, is a fixed air sign, and it pours, I always say it here, pours out the knowledge that it gets from Sagittarius, that sextile. It's the final air sign, so it's always about deep communication. And it's like Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury. So it's like those genius thoughts and downloads of vision, dreams, innovation, innovative and futuristic and weird and bizarre. But you also have the Saturn, the traditional ruler. So it's not like Aquarius is just all rebel, all black sheep, all weird, IT, computers, astrology, aliens. Aquarius is also very serious, very dry and cold, detached, disciplined, right? That Saturn aspect of Aquarius, I mean, it makes it an extremely unique sign. And if you're being honest, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Pisces are like the three most unique signs because of the co-rulerships. I mean, that Mars, Pluto for Scorpio and that Jupiter, Neptune for Pisces. Yeah, these three signs, these three people are really different, extremely fascinating. Okay. And Aquarius is definitely about its friends, the groups, the collective, right? I always joke the slice of vegan pizza and the kombucha, which is a great theme and great thought, right? They don't want anyone to be homeless. They don't want anybody not to have food. But then when you're dealing with the Saturn, the system, the government, the structure, it's also just kind of reappropriating, social credit scores, digital government currency, like what's your carbon imprint? And that's what the power structure is trying to ignite and instill in this time of Pluto and Aquarius. So the question is, you Aquarius and you Pluto Scorpio, because you're going to be the leaders of the new school. That's why it's my job, me and Danny, or I don't know if Danny's the same, but everybody in Pluto Virgo, Pluto Virgo has got to fill in the gap where Pluto Leo has dropped the ball and help Pluto Scorpio to heal so that they can sort of take us through the next 20 years of Pluto and Aquarius. So that's square. Pluto Scorpio was born for that, and they're built for that, right? Because they want what? The truth, the healing. And the big power that comes from them is when they heal past their pain, trauma, and crises and don't wear it as a flag, but move past it. It's not enough to just be like, oh, I know what's wrong with me, but then never to work on it. Pluto Scorpio has got the assignment from God that you've got to put in the work so you can heal, because you are here for this time for a reason. And I know it's my job as Pluto Virgo to kind of help guide you and push you through that, because you've got this. And I know as a Scorpio rising, Venus, Jupiter, Neptune, I'm definitely the one to help you. I'm serious. Okay. Because Pluto Aquarius is not all cookies and cream. It just isn't. And I think you can, really see it even with that ascendant of Libra rising, the Pluto Aquarius being in the fifth house. Well, that means Saturn and Pisces is in the sixth house of our work, our service, our health, our hygiene, our daily routine for the first, 3 years of this.
Evelyn's here.
Hey, Evelyn, how you doing, lady? So understand Pluto Aquarius is not a game. And even though we've already won, I guess, the war, the power system and structures are not going down without a fight. That's why you see all this chaos since 2020. It's going to get rough. And hopefully, when we leave the solar plexus and we get to 2027, and understand, spiritual discipline is what's going to keep you together, aware, and alive. Who are you as the individual in the group and the collective? Find your group, find your tribe. Because none of us can do this alone, but each one of us have the responsibility for the self-love, self-acceptance, self-reliance, self-worth. And like I was telling the truth the other day, I was like, yeah, the currency is truth and being authentic, but you have got to be able to solve problems and solutions. What do you bring to the table? Because automation, the AI robots are coming. And they're not just taking out the grunt work jobs at McDonald's and stuff like that. They're doing that too. But you see what Google, Apple, and Amazon have been doing, laying off 5, 10, 12,000, workers. Those jobs may never come back. So what Andrew Yang proposed in the last election, that, monthly salary from the government, when this recession comes this year and then the market really crashes and they're not printing any more money and the debt ceiling we already hit, it's going to get kind of wild. So with Pluto and Aquarius in the fifth house, January 16th, 2024, Libra rising, Aquarius, what are you creating from your heart? What are you doing with the internet and Etsy and speculative gains and business? I will say this, I think astrology and tarot and numerology is going to become more and more the commonplace from 2024 to 2044. It may become even mainstream. It's already had a huge boom since 2016 and really since 2012. But the last few years, it's been like, but understand Pluto and Aquarius is really pushing us to the place where we have to transform the groups and organizations, transform our hopes, dreams, and wishes, right? And maybe during that time, we'll have to transform and accept the AI and the aliens amongst us in our lives. You don't know in 2030, right? The truth won't be here. I might have like a little alien friend sitting next to me talking to you guys live, right? His name could be Jujawu. I'd be like, yo, Jujawu, what are they saying? And Jujawu will read and be like, Evelyn said, blah, 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 Danny said, blah, 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 Matt Gaming said, blah, blah, blah. And you guys might be not just like your little images, like you might literally be floating on the screen. And actually, instead of someone reading it, I could tap on the screen and tap on it and then hear you ask me a question live and talk. It can be interactive like that. I mean, that's where I believe the technology is going. We've talked about this before. Remember, I told you, watch my Pluto Aquarius video. Actually, after the show's over, I'll link it in there. And please, you guys, make sure you like this. And when it's done, just go comment for me. It does grow in algorithms, and I appreciate it. And hopefully you guys can help me if you haven't followed me on Instagram or on my TikTok at T2UC Astrology, and then the Twitter. My Twitter's been growing a lot lately at T2UC. I got two of them. You know, I'm kind of different and weird like that. I got T2UC, and I'm going to try to streamline all my social media so it's just easier for you guys to find me. Give me a minute. I'm working on my book, my website, like my course. Like I'm just one human, and I am part alien, but it's a lot of work. Still a husband and a father too. You know how I do when I spit it all for you. All right, so let's check out some comments and then I'll finish my thought.
Okay, let me see. So, Abraham said, I'll take an alien for now. And then Irene said, Abraham, you're gonna get abducted. And then Sacha said, synchriotics are crazy in numerology. My personal year is a 6. Birthday is February 6th. And a 7 universal year. Which is my life path number. What a time to be alive.
Yeah, it is. And remember, Sasha, you chose this. We all chose to be here at this time. So it means that there's no need to fear. We're built for this, whatever comes our way. But you want to keep this open, right? You want to align your chakras. You want to do the spiritual work and discipline, not just to, not some hokey spiritual stuff, right? It's not about that. Like, honestly, do it because it feels good, but do it because it works and it helps you. Do it because you're on a karmic assignment from God that you know it's the only way to handle these times. Turn off the tell-I vision, right? Create your own path, figure out your solutions, have 2 to 3 ways or streams of making money, right? Have the investments, have the crypto, have it all. And, I would never tell anybody to quit their 9 to 5 and this and that or whatever, but you want to make sure that you are Pluto, Aquarius, 5th house, starting your own business, doing the research of ancient history, tapping into your past life. There's all the 5th house stuff, creativity from your heart, your children, teaching your children about this astrology, tapping into your past life karmas. That's what the 5th house in this chart for Pluto and Aquarius, who are 24 to 44, is speaking to. Right? Find the Libra rising, find the balance, initiate the healthy relationships. 11th house, Leo, have your heart in the groups and organizations and things you join, and have a charitable heart and spirit. At Pisces sixth house, you want to be of service with spiritual compassion and empathy, right? It's speaking really loud and clear. And that sun will be in the fourth house. I think it was 25 degrees. So that's kind of interesting. The sun and Mercury were there. Sorry, I still haven't figured out how to bring up the chart on this. I'm not on YouTube tonight. I still don't know how to do it there, but I'm on the restream. The truth has got to help me research that. So blame him, don't blame me. But because I watched the video on YouTube on how to do it, and it showed me, and then I did it, and it didn't work. So I'm like, I mean, come on. I'm 52. There's technology sometimes. And I'm decent. I know a lot, and I've learned a lot the last couple of years, right? You got to get uncomfortable to grow and push yourself and challenge yourself. But there's just some stuff that it's just not intuitive to me. You know what I mean? This kid, was like born with an iPad in his hand. Like, this generation, sometimes he does stuff so fast. Sometimes he goes too fast, that Gemini energy, and he'll make mistakes, but he just knows certain things and figures it out and gets it. And same with his older brother and even the younger ones, you're right, Sasha. It makes you think, right? We're alive in such a fascinating time. But please, the spiritual discipline. Also, I don't know, Sasha, maybe you can answer this. I mean, what are your thoughts? Because the Pluto, you guys, can bring in that fear. It can bring in that fear to your sun or even your moon and Danny and Irene. You know what I mean? It can be magnetic, it can be healing and transformative. But remember, it can bring in the fear and the pain and the trauma. The thing that's really fascinating that I'm so curious about, remember, Aquarius, and look at it like this, right? In the 20 years, divided in like sevens or like 6.5s in terms of the decans. So 24 to like 30 and a half is going to be Aquarius decan. You'll see that in the video that I did, Pluto and Aquarius. Then you're going to have the Aquarius Gemini decan from 30 to 37. 30 to 37, that's when you're going to have like the total recall, and we might have to pay for air, and like, you're going to have the whole like walk in your house and, just talk to things. And I'll just be like, call Irene, call Danny. And then, and then Danny will just pop on the screen like, yo, what up, Ed? I'm like, yo, what up, D? Nice, da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? We won't have to go to an Instagram. We'll be able to like talk it in. Now, hopefully you're doing that just because of the smart whatever, but you're not doing it because there's like some chip on your wrist. I'm not messing with that. Now I saw this new thing. They're doing like some dot that they can put on your wrist that's like digital messaging, which is still like, I mean, let's just be honest, it's still like the mark of the beast to me. So this is where we have to have the spiritual discernment, and it's a fine line, right? Because you can only do so much, because if they put you in a box and you've got to survive, then you have to do what you got to do. But then the battle is like, is this something that's going to kill me or my family? Or, I mean, there's so many different, stuff and things, because not all technology is good, right? Just like those AI apps where you can upload your face, and now that people were all doing that stuff, and then it came out that they own your face and this and that. And same thing with the audio one. Be careful. Don't just put your voice in there, because then they could have your voice saying something crazy like, oh, I want to kill this one, or I'll do this and that. So don't upload your voice to, I mean, I'm sure with, all the technology, they can clone us and do whatever they want. But you gotta be smart, And remember, I told you with this Aquarius new moon, so you saw the ankle injury of Patrick Mahomes. You saw these 3 shootings in California, and so sad to hear it. But I told you there's going to be some sudden events. right? Some kind of chaotic things, even extreme weather, and you're still dealing with the shadow period of Mars and Gemini. That doesn't, so Mars leaves Gemini March 25th. And it's real deep for me because both of these energies, like, all the planets being direct, that's like to April 21st, my mother's birthday, and then the Mars and Gemini leaving on March 25th, my father's birthday. So that doesn't just happen and happens for a reason. It's kind of deep for me. So, all right, let's read some comments.
All right, then let me see. Sacha said, in all honesty, the energy feels overwhelming. And then Irene said, this energy feels powerful and like a high Uranus electricity.
Yeah, well, because you see, okay, so Sasha, and I can respect that because and I totally agree with you, Irene. Remember this, because of the Uranus going direct from now to April 21st, from the 22nd to the 21st of April, the 3 months, we have all the planets direct. Now that normally happens 3 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks, but you got 3 months. This time is going to go like that. And the momentum with Jupiter and Aries too, there's going to be crazy momentum, but this is the time to go get it, get things done. Like Sasha, don't, and listen, you guys, I don't say this stuff like it's easy or lightly, but I just want to try to give you a roadmap and as honest and as clear as I can feel it and sense it and intuitively download it and see it. The only way it becomes easier is with staying away from the energy vampires, turning off the boob tube, the idiot box. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I watch my sports, but I'm not sitting there watching MSNBC, CNBC, NBC, Fox, CNN, none of it. I don't, you know what I mean? Turn off the brainwashing, the Neptune and Pisces, Sagittarius rising, 4th house Pisces in the home, Neptune, turn off the deception, the film photography, the illusion, the fog. It doesn't help you, it doesn't benefit you, right? You don't need 24-hour news of just them pumping in fear to you. Oh, this happened today. Oh, this one, and this president, and this one, and the meeting over here, and and you notice they were meeting in Switzerland from 16th to the 20th, right? For that new moon ritual of how they're planning out the G20 summit and the finances. I mean, come on. Fugazis. But understand, what you have to do is know you cannot be of this world. Leave the 3D reality alone. Do the spiritual work. Do the breath work, the meditation, positive affirmations, dream book, healing your inner child. I can help you with all this stuff, but do it. Have the Saturn in Pisces, March 7th, have the spiritual discipline, because that's the only way to deal with all this chaos and total chaos, no mass confusion. You know what I'm saying? Like we're in war times. So put on the armor of God and get spiritually ready. That's it. Like, I mean, it's, I said it's go time. It's not a game. And that's what's going to make it easier. Okay. So, for real, Sasha, you got this. You're built for this. You chose this. That energy. Now, Mars in Aquarius, 7th house. Oof. Relationships can be definitely challenging. You should definitely hit me up for the birth chizzy. So, anybody else? I know from, go ahead.
Hep is new.
Who?
Perhaps.
Hep? What up, Hep?
So perhaps you can reference positives versus negatives.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of already talking about that, but the positive with Pluto hitting the sun for the next 20 years for the Aquarius, I think, is the transformation, is the opportunity for healing, is the opportunity for Aquarius sun, moon, and risings to receive some sort of attention or fame. I mean, you know what I mean? I did remember, look at the celebrity chart video I did of Michael Jackson. He had the sun conjunct Pluto. Sun conjunct Pluto can make you release out gas and hot air. But sun conjunct Pluto can be extremely magnetic and powerful. Who is more magnetic than Mike Jacks? I was trying to explain it to the truth because Mike Jacks died a month after the truth was born. Now, look, we all love Beyonce and Gaga, and you can talk about Drake and all these other people, uh, Timberlake and Bieber and Usher and Chris Brown. Can nobody touch Mike? None of them. Or Prince, right? They were different, but they were like the same magnitude because Prince played every instrument and the personality and the uniqueness. But Mike was just the ultimate showman. Do you all remember that Super Bowl halftime show? Let's see how Rihanna does. I wish her well. But Mike bodied it. Prince, he summoned the rain, did Purple Rain in the rain, with the Colts and the Bears, and performed in the rain, yo, and killed it. I mean, come on, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like these young folks don't have any type of icons like we had growing up in the, if you're born in the 70s or whatever, growing up in that time with Mike in the 80s and early 90s with Mike, Prince, Madonna, George Michael, Janet Jackson, Whitney Houston. Come on, let's keep it real. And and I'll tell you, I love me some Beyonce. I mean, not the last album; it was trash. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but just in general, like she's a dynamic performer. Still not Mike Jacks. I still get chills just thinking about the premiere of all his videos, how he was on that Motown 25 when he started moonwalking. What? I was there watching with my mother as a young kid with the VHS recorded. And that's what I was telling, William, I was telling the truth. I was like, yo, the thing about Mike is that he never just gave you a little bit, and he always gave you something new. He always was doing something innovative and new. Super creative with super imagination. So Pluto Aquarius on the negative side could be very cold and detached, and it can bring up traumas and fears. It can make you, I mean, let's be honest, it's the metaphorical death and rebirth, but Pluto, it can get you into some trouble too. Power, control, obsession, sex, revenge, anger. But it can also make you a powerful healer. This could be getting into esoteric knowledge in a crazy, powerful, deep way. Taking your astrology game to the next level, getting into the numerology and tarot and human design on the next level. Tapping into Santeria, Brujeria, white magic, whatever, healing powers, Reiki, healing with your hands, deep tissue massage, Kundalini energy. So that's the spectrum, Hep. Put a hep and a pep to your step. What's your sun, moon, and rising, Hep? Thank you for coming. I'm Eric Taylor. Nice to meet you and to greet you. Say me never want to mistreat you. Come to the teacher, come to the teacher, come to the teacher. Shout out KRS-One. My favorite MC, KRS-One and Rakim. I love Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie. They're still not KRS-One and Rakim. Okay. Words do matter. You rhyme for a reason. Okay. Intelligent hip hop. Chuck D, Public Enemy. What? Y'all remember X Clan? Daddy, you remember X Clan? So Brother Jay, what you say, Brother Jay? Yo, don't get me started. So, all right, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, Irene said there, not Mike. And then Irene said, oh my God, yes, Prince was amazing. I cried when I saw it.
I know, right? The way he worked the guitar, and I saw him live at Madison Square Garden. Oh my God. Now, Madonna was dope live too. I can't front. Madonna doesn't have the pure talent like Michael and Prince, but she had the magnetic energy and the charisma. Madonna, I think, if you guys watched my video, I finished my North Node series today, so I'll be putting up 11 and 12 soon, and I'm done with the Juno. I just put up Scorpio and Virgo, so the last one I got to put up is Leo. And yes, I'm going to complete the whole Chizzy, and I'm going to do my Chiron through the sign series. Okay. So I should be starting that soon, and I'm going to get back to, I'm going to do some more like tricks and trades in astrology, some tips, little tutorial type things. I got to do some more aspect videos, but yeah, I got some different thoughts, and I'll do some, I'll probably get to Prince and Muhammad Ali, maybe Whitney Houston, people like that. And make sure you guys go to my Instagram, Taylor to Astrology. I kind of did a little bit on, I didn't go super deep, but I did, I think Abraham was there, and I think Danny saw, but I did Dr. King on last Monday on MLK Day. I was looking at his chart. It was pretty fascinating, but I really went in on Mike. So I really want to go in like that, but like Prince or Muhammad Ali, stuff like that. See, Tupac, you don't have his time of birth because he was born in prison. So people guess and stuff like that, but you don't really know. But like I said, I'm not into doing anybody that's still alive. I just think it's kind of, unless I have their permission, I feel like it's a little disrespectful. You know what I mean? I believe this is sacred knowledge, and someone's still rocking this. It's not my place. I take this very serious. You gotta watch the energy and the karma, and I'm trying to stay on the positive side of all that. All right. I hope you all understand. Go ahead.
Okay, then Abraham said Mike was a bad dude. Both MJs, Jackson and Jordan, some bad dudes.
Oh,
and
no.
then Irene said LOL, and then Irene said, "Ooh, yes, I love when he makes me cry with his talent." And then Evelyn said, "Words have power." And then Danny said, "I remember X-Clan."
Yeah, Danny. Oof. If you go back and listen to X-Clan now with adult ears and Public Enemy, you'll have a whole new appreciation and respect for those brothers. And Poor Righteous Teachers, yeah, they were dropping it. Drop that funky joint. Yes, Evelyn, words do have power. So, and think about this. The Pluto and Aquarius happened. Share your sun, moon, and rising for me. But the Pluto and Aquarius, it's also the transformation and transmutation of the collective, of the group, of the charity, of the philanthropic work, of, hopefully it doesn't, you could associate Aquarius with 11 houses. I mean, it could be wild animals and aliens going, crazy on Earth and on humans. Who knows? I'm not predicting nothing like that, but, I think we will definitely, have more of an interface with the aliens in terms of the government. During the pandemic, they admitted that aliens and UFOs were real, but I think it's going to go to another level. And maybe there'll either be a blaming of the aliens for the internet or something crashing, or another reason to have lockdowns because of some fear. You always have to watch for the deception because the powers that be know the astrology too. You understand? So that's why you've got to stay as a spiritual giant. Be intelligente and lyrically defiant, not compliant, but rise up and shine. Always be above with a divine mind. Okay? So that's important when you really think about Pluto and Aquarius. But I think Aquarius, sun and risings, I'm not saying Danny and Irene, it's not going to affect the Aquarius moons, but the moon moves around so much, right? Every 2.5 days, and then in the progress chart every 2.5 years. So even you natal Aquarius moons, you guys are the Aquarius moons in your progress chart anymore. You know what I mean? So that's a whole nother conversation. But I would recommend you guys, all you guys are super amazing and talented, but start, charting your progress chart and your moon, because, like I am a Virgo sun, but right now I'm vibrating as a Scorpio. right? Scorpio rising, but rocking with the Cap Moon. So, you shift. You shift two sun signs and two ascendants as you get older. So if you're still in your 30s, you might be one sun sign over. But if you start to get in your 50s and late 40s and early 60s, chances are you've shifted two ascendants and two sun signs. So it's just something to monitor and see, because you can really you can really feel that progression in your life. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, I don't even right now, honestly, I associate more with my Scorpio rising than I do the Virgo sun. I was thinking the other day, like for a second, I almost forgot I was a Virgo. I'm dead serious. And I'm like crazy Virgo, right? Virgo sun, Mercury, Mars, Pluto, Lilith. But the other day, it was just like, it was almost like, I don't know, I was listening to something and I just wasn't associating myself as the Virgo. Well, because I'm a Scorpio rising, but also because my progress chart, I'm a Scorpio sun right now. Does that make sense? So just look that up and keep that in mind. And I'm gonna check out some of these new stars and asteroid that my boy D Nice put me on to, and start looking at some of those or whatever. And Kimberly showed me some stuff with the fix with different stars. We were talking about it in coffee talk.
Everyone said I shift to Aquarius.
Oh yeah, from Sag, yeah. So yeah, this Pluto is going to be super big for you, big time. Yeah, and I'm sure at some point I'll go from the Capricorn to the Aquarius rising during this 20-year time. So maybe that Pluto will bring me some fame. I want to live forever. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, do you guys remember? Oh, she's so dope. From a Different World, Lisa Bonet and Cree Summer. So Cree Summer likes my videos on Twitter, and she retweeted my Aquarius super new moon video. Isn't that cool? I thought that was pretty cool. I should have a little crush on Cree Summer, but she's a great actress, but she does a lot of voiceover work now. She's like every animated any animated cartoon. I make up new words, right? Animated. Any animated cartoon that you see, chances are you hear like a kind of a kid or woman's voice. It's Cree Summer. Like she's like one of the biggest voiceover actresses now. So I thought that was really cool. But yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get her to come on or do her birth chart, something like that. We'll see. And maybe, she might want to do it and just keep it private. So then I can't share it with you guys. But, I think I've never been one, my videos, I give you guys like the famous people, and I always say, I think you're famous. Well, I mean that. And I use the celebrities as a reference point because we know certain things about their lives. Don't ever think you ever know their lives because you don't. But I jock no one, right? I mean, seriously, like, I'm a native New Yorker. I used to see famous people all the time in my neighborhood or whatever. But so I just never been that type of person. And then I worked around all these people. And so it's a whole different thing for me. But so I say all that to say is that, like, you don't know until you tweet at people or send stuff to them. They may actually watch you. Cree Summer watches my stuff. That's pretty freaking awesome. Maybe she watches this. Hi, Cree. I Miss a Different World. Best show ever. Right? Go ahead.
Okay. Then Jawad said, how does Aquarius season affect Aquarius rising?
Well, when you're in Aquarius rising, your sun could be Cancer or Leo or Gemini, Virgo, but the sun is in your ascendant, just like Pluto will be for 20 years. So that's why I said I think it's going to be more powerful for the Aquarius sun signs and Aquarius risings. So what's the first house? Your physical appearance, your outer mask, the energy you vibrate. It sets up the whole chart, right? It's the upper jaw to the crown of your head, the crown chakra. So when you have Pluto on the ascendant, watching my Pluto first house video, it can make you really magnetic to people, but then it can also have, you can push people away. People could be repelled by you. You can go through crazy transformations, and you could be like super, like that 20-year cycle. You can go through the three deacons. You could go through all those changes, right? The Aquarius deacon, you could be super intelligent and all into the technology and this and that. Then the Aquarius Gemini deacon, you could be like more verbal, and you're like, oh, well, now I want to give back and do a nonprofit and work with kids, and I'm gonna, take my technology and my skills and da 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 da. Or if you're younger, you're like, oh well, now I wanna have children. I didn't want to have children before, and I'm 38, and now I want to have children. Or, you know what I mean? Or and then the Pluto Libra, you could be like, oh, I want to change my business or my relationships or partnerships, or I was married and now I want to get divorced, or I never wanted to get married and now I finally am like, forget a long term relationship. I want the deep, intimate, committed marriage. Pluto Libra, right? That's 37 to 44, in terms of 20, years. So, you can go through a myriad of changes because Pluto on the ascendant, you guys, it's so, my kids have it. So I see it. There's this a wild source of energy. Anyone that has Pluto on the ascendant, but they can go through crazy, like emotional swings and ups and downs. They can see spirits and ghosts. They can be like little celebrities in their own neighborhood or town, or you know what I mean? They can be extremely intense emotionally and powerful, and then be very fearful at the same time. Like it's a constant pendulum swing, a yin yang, type of thing, So go ahead.
Okay. Then
Got a couple minutes and I'm gonna bounce. Did Hep ever give the sun, moon, and rising?
nope. And then Abraham said, yeah, I'm an Aquarius rising, Scorpio sun in my progress chart.
Oh, so you left the Libra, so you just moved over one. Yeah, because you're still, pretty young. So wow. So yeah, I mean, you're gonna sense this Pluto Scorpio. I mean, Pluto Aquarius. You may feel it a little bit, more than you would. And what's so interesting, Abraham, track this for yourself, right? Are you feeling it with the second house themes, or will you be feeling it with the first house themes? And that will let you know in your life what's resonating more, the progress chart or the natal chart. So that's like your own little personal assignment and homework, you know what I mean? And I think that's really fascinating for any Cap or Sag risings to see now, right? Am I feeling it more, excuse me, as an Aquarius rising? Or are you feeling it more in your second and third house, So, and you guys should do that with the transits. If you start with the moon, because it switches every 2.5 days, you could literally look at your chart and then see what the moon, what house it's in, right? So right now it's in Pisces. So for like the Scorpio risings, like me and Danny and Matt Gaming, the moon's in our 5th house, right? Of our kids and creativity. That Pisces moon, right? So my kid is being creative with me right now. You know what I mean? And, so that's just different examples. But then you look at what's in the house of the moon and what is that moon activating? Is your moon hitting your Venus and you feel like, you're more focused on relationships for 2.5 days? Is the moon hitting the Mars? Are you arguing with your family or your mother, or you feel some inflammation or irritation with your body and health? The moon's hitting the Jupiter. Are you feeling like you want to read more or listen to some books on Audible or share and teach and preach some knowledge and information? So that start by tracking that moon every 2.5 days and then see how it hits your natal planets and placements. And then you can really get that gist of like how transits and astrology actually dances to your life. I mean, think of what I said with the Patrick Mahomes. I don't know if he's a Virgo rising, but when you don't know, you put the sun in the first house And then the 6th house of health, he would have the Aquarius. And he hurt his ankle, right, on Saturday in the playoffs. So it played out very literally for him. I don't wish that on him, but that's just where you see the astrology. Okay. So it's really, that's why this is such a great tool. And it's so powerful. You saw when I showed you Wifey's business chart, right? With the Virgo rising. And she was delivering her products to Marival on the day of the moon on the ascendant, body and health, the moon for the, right? In the business chart or government chart, the moon represents the collective, the people, right? Virgo, healing, the wheat and the medicine, being of service to the people. So you see what I'm saying? So that's why business birth charts are so important. These record labels, the books, the movies, the TV shows, they know when to launch their different shows and things, right? They pay attention. Heck, just even right there, but the Aquarius, the 16th to the 20th, the G20 summit meeting in Switzerland for 4 days, discussing, the world events in our future and talking about the carbon social credit score and this and that or whatever. Man, they're going to limit how far you can drive. You'll see. It's going to be wild, man. You're going to have to be on Mutt and Jeff like the old days. Get you a bicycle. No carbon imprints. You don't get a knock on your social credit score. If you still drink soda, you better stop it. They're not going to let you eat meat anymore. You'll see. I think it's a game. Better be ready. That's why I tell you, spiritual discipline. Don't be in this world, right? Get in that 5D. I love y'all so much, man. All right, last couple comments and I'm about to bounce. But happy birthday, Aquarius. All you Aquariuses, and please hit me up if you want to get a birth chart, Aquarius sun sign people. And listen, you guys, I hope you come to Coffee Talk. It's year 2, so I'm making some changes. I think I haven't decided officially on the lesson, but I'm moving it from 90 minutes to 2 hours, and it's going to go up to $20. But you can, do the full year and get it. I was going to say for $204, but I'm just going to make it for $200. So it makes it like $16 and change. But, you can get all 12 months for $200. And what I'm going to do is start doing like we did last time, because it was so much fun. Everybody who comes start reading as a group your charts. So we're probably going to read one chart, and then we're also this month probably going to look at the chart for January 16th and break that down, the Pluto and Aquarius, since it's so important. I did it for, the March 23rd in my free webinar, but a lot of my original Coffee Talk people weren't there. But this is a little different because this is not 2023. This is the chart for 2024. So, and it's for 20 years. But like I said, I think it's I have to double check, but it's around 2 a.m. Eastern. Okay, between 2 a.m. and 2:30. But it's still, I think, no matter what, it's still going to be the Libra rising with the Pluto and Aquarius in the 5th house. So that'll be for Coffee Talk. You just email me, taylor2coaching@gmail.com. That'll be the best $20 you spend. And, you're building community. We have people all over the world, from the Netherlands and Sweden and Saudi Arabia, and different people coming back this month. So I'm really excited. And I thank you. The first year was so awesome. I built it just from talking on here, and now it's something that's really near and dear to my heart, because, I think I love talking astrology. I love teaching it, but I also love connecting with you guys. And like I said, you can sign up for my astrology course, $197, 8 weeks, right? Learning how to read, basic chart. But I'm going to be teaching this. You need the proper foundation: Saturn, Port of Cement, signs, planets, houses, chart rulership, and introduction to medical astrology, which is very important and helpful. Like I was showing you the Patrick Mahomes and Aquarius, the ankle, the injury. Okay. So that you can just hit me up and let me know. It's going to be Sunday mornings, right? Starting February 19th at 12 p.m. Eastern. So it's a good time for the international people, the West Coast people, and the East Coast folks, 12 p.m. Okay. Classes will be 75 to 90 minutes. And there'll be tests and PDFs and graphics and videos and some homework. It's gonna be about learning, unlocking this ancient wisdom and learning the map of your life. Okay. So enough of the business stuff. So last couple comments, anything, and then we're gonna bounce.
All right, and then let me see. Oh, you older than me, said Irene.
Who?
Irene said you're older than me.
Yeah, I'm older than you, Irene.
I think she's talking about Danny.
Oh.
And then Sacha said, "Be in your world, not of it."
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, no, thank you, Sasha.
And Irene said, "Thank y'all for everything. Thanks, Truth and Eric. Love y'all." And like,
we love you, Irene. I hope you come to Coffee Talk, Irene.
And Linda said, "Pluto, 10th house, Libra, Sag."
Oh, Linda's here? Okay, hi, Linda.
Sag rising, hello from Norway.
From Norway. Oh my goodness. Hello.
We're getting off right now.
Okay, well, nice to meet you, Linda. Wait. She said Sag rising?
Sag rising. Okay.
Yeah.
So Pluto 10th house, Libra, Sag rising.
Wow. Pluto 10th house. Okay. The Sag rising. So is that Pluto Virgo or Pluto Libra? Because Pluto Libra would be 11th house. Got to look at the whole sign system. But either way, hit me up, taylor2coach@gmail.com. And I would love to invite you to Coffee Talk. I think Norway, we do Coffee Talk at will be Saturday, February 11th, 12 p.m. Eastern. So Norway, it may be, like 9, 10 at night for you. But I would love for you to come and, talk some astrology and meet some great people, like some of the people on here, my regulars. But, I've never been to Norway, but I used to ski when I was a young man. I couldn't ski now. I might die. But, Norway is bitterly cold. Woo, Lord have mercy. But thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate that. And Sag Risings, my cousin and my mother-in-law are Sag Rising, so I know you guys well. And so thank you. So this was fun, you guys. Listen, have a blessed week. I'll be back on Saturday night. So even for you, what's her name, Miss Norway?
Linda.
Miss Linda. And I don't know if you're younger or older, but
she looks older, kind of.
Okay, well, I still call you Miss. I'm a very respectful gentleman. But Miss Linda, I invite you Saturday night to come back on. I'll probably be a little bit later, maybe 8 p.m. Eastern. So I don't know how that works in Norway, if that'll be early in the morning for you. But if not, but do me a favor, you guys, please like this video and do a comment after I post it. And I'm going to link in there my Pluto Aquarius video. I put in my Aquarius Sun Sign Secrets video. And you could always go back and watch my regular Aquarius, the Water Bearer Sun video. Maybe I'll put that in there too. I'll link all three of them. I need people to watch some old videos too. And I know some of my older videos, I had the music too loud. I didn't understand the iMovie and the editing and all that. But, some people are like, oh, I hate the music. I'm like, well, then you got to go to another channel because I'm always going to rock the music. I'm a hip hop astrologer. You know what I'm saying? I love my music. And I just think, when I watch people's videos, I get bored when it's just somebody talking. So I find the music for myself to be a change of pace and entertaining and, just adds a little flavor. Sometimes you actually learn better with a little light music in the background. So I try to keep it low, but it's part of who I am. I'm not going to stop being who I am just because a couple of people don't like it, because a lot of people do like it. So I hope you appreciate it and you like my music and my videos. Stay tuned for North Node in 11th house and Juno and Leo. And I'll be doing some new aspect videos. Irene, any requests for aspect video? You see, I got you last time. But I'm going to try to do some new aspect videos. I might even do Neptune opposing Saturn. I don't know. Squaring Saturn. I don't think I've done a Neptune one yet. So, but we'll see. But that's, and like I said, and I'm going to try to start the Chiron series soon. and maybe get to another celebrity chart. But I got to get back to writing my book, and I'm behind on that. And I just, yeah, and I'm working with you guys. So please don't hesitate, reach out, especially you Aquarius sun signs, but anybody, live birth chart readings, mini charts, mini relationship, mini career, regular natal, solar return charts. I got you the whole nine. It's always an honor and a pleasure. Knowledge is Love, episode 113. Happy birthday, Aquarius, and enjoy this year because it's going to be different for the next 20 years. 2 decades of birthdays with Pluto up on your butt. So I hope you enjoy it, okay? It's going to be all right. Think positive, manifest the positive. Be thankful and grateful for Pluto. That's how you work with it, okay? All right. We out.